Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna discuss 10 beginner tips to start Sorare with. So let's get into it. The first tip, always check a player's last 5 and last 15 scores. For example, we're gonna type the first one we see, Bruno Lamas. We're gonna check him, Bruno Lamas. And then you can see here his SO5 scores. The website is soraredata.com. Here you see that he played, so that's good. With some players you see DNP. If a player has a lot of DNP, it means he did not play, so don't buy this player. And maybe if you know he's gonna play, then you can buy him. But if you see a lot of DNP, most of the time it's not worth it. So always check the player's last 5 and last 15 scores. And you can also even check the last 40. And here you have one did not play. It's only one, so this is kind of a good investment. Another tip, always look for the green scores. The green scores are the best, so the higher the score, the better. This player has some green scores, more average scores. Let's get into tip number 2. Always check if a player has injuries. So for example, we're gonna check Bruni Nsimba. I'm gonna type him in. Here you can see if a player has an injury or a suspension. If it's like a cross, it means he's injured or suspended. But with this player it's totally cool. He has no injury or suspension known, so that's good. Always look out for this. And then we have tip number 3. When looking for players, always bid them down. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So for example, you see here Salva Sevilla. He's €4. You can click on him. Then you press trade and you switch it to euros. And you can say like he was €4 and I want to bid 3.55. And if you do this with a lot of players, you can save a lot of money because all the little bits of money help. And then you just send a trade, enter your password, and you can send a trade. And then you can put it for 7 till 1 days. And you can see if the player accepts your offer or denies your offer. Okay, tip number 4, always buy young players. Young players have the most chance to play in the future and they will play a longer time. So always check for the age. You can check it here. Again, when you go to the market, best value, and you go to age, you can put it down here and put it on like 22. And you can just scout for really young players, maybe that don't even play yet, but you have trust in them that they will play in the future. So always keep an eye for young players. Okay, tip number 5, always when you put players in a team, always look what team the team of the player is playing against. So for example, we have here Tolga Sigeri. We're gonna see he plays for Istanbul Başakşehir and he's playing against Trabzonspor Kulübü. Now I know Trabzonspor is the first place, so it's gonna be a difficult game, but Istanbul BB is also really good, so I have faith that they will play, so this is why I leave them in. Okay, how to see the positions of the teams. For example, I'm gonna go to Google and I type in Istanbul BB. Then you can see the positions of the teams. I'm sorry, it's in Dutch, so maybe you can't read it. You see here the first place is Trabzonspor and the 4th place is Istanbul BB. But I'm a little bit of a gambler, so I just want to see how these 2 players are doing it versus the first place. But it's kind of risky, so think about it if you want to do things like this. Tip number 6. When you're looking for a player on the market, you can go to Manager Sales. You can search here, what do you want in a player? For example, let's see if we're looking for an Asian player for the Asia League. And we have an eye on Kashiwa, this guy. You can press on his name. Then you go to cards. And then you can press here, lowest price. Always put it on the lowest price so you can see which player is the cheapest. Now you can already see one for €12.31. So that's better than, for example, €19. So always put this on lowest price so you can see the lowest price for the players. Okay, tip number 7, try to buy players you know from watching games. It's always better if you have like a little bit of insight in how the player is doing on the field. So this is also really good tips. Try to watch the games. Okay, then we're gonna go on with tip number 8. If a player looks too good to be true, it mostly is. For example, here you see a player that's only €4 and he has a score of 64. Then you look at the age and he's 37, so there's a big chance that he won't be playing anymore soon. Always look out if a player looks too good to be true. Okay, tip number 9. If a player plays bad, don't sell it in a rush, but keep it because there's a big chance he will play better again. The same thing if he is injured, just keep him. Don't sell him for a lot cheaper because that would be a real waste of money. For example, Ryan Gravenberg, he's injured right now. I think there's a really big chance that he will play next season again, and if you sell it now for a lot cheaper, then it would just be a waste of money. Here you can see the last 6 months he was worth €555. 550, and now he goes for 249 just because he's injured, but he will come back almost for sure. So don't sell players in a rush that you just think, oh, he's injured or he's not playing for some games. Just wait and maybe it will surprise you. Then we're gonna go on with tip number 10, and it's the last tip for today. Always use somebody's referral code. Here's mine, and it will also be in the description down below. You don't have to use mine, but make sure that you use somebody's referral code because you get 1 free limited card when you buy 5 cards. So that's a really nice offer. Don't miss it like I did. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions. Please consider leaving a like if you liked the video, and I will be back shortly with another video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye, guys.